I met Clem when I came to Indianapolis to interview for my informatics fellowship. Clem was my last interview of the day. And he walked in the room and said something that completely changed my life. He sits down and says, "You got a place in this fellowship." She said, "You're awesome. There's no question you belong here." Now, I want to ask you a question about some of the work you've been doing. As soon as he said those words, you belong, you belong here. I had found a place in a field that didn't exist yet. I had been looking for years for something that fit who I was. And I had arrived, I had landed. That meeting has been a memory burned into my brain for the last 25 years. And it was because of that one sentence by Clem. I would describe Clem McDonald as the Albert Einstein of medical informatics. He was just brilliant. Clem was always 17 steps ahead and was able to see either the genius in an idea or its breaking point. He wasn't a cold academic, out of touch with the human experience. I went to a party that Clem and Barbara were hosting one time, and Clem introduced me to his children, and he said, "Yeah, that's Sean Granis. He takes his kids to the park nearly every day because he wants to have a relationship like you and I do." I don't even remember telling Clem directly, yet he knew that about me. I think others can talk about his technical accolades, but he was also a compassionate man who was really the complete package, and someone, frankly, that I hope that I'm able to reflect in some of the work that I do. Every one of us who are here at the Institute, we wouldn't be here if it weren't for him. He is a force of nature that created some of the most important components of an emerging field, and we are the beneficiaries of his work and his passion. Nobody saw the smartphone coming like Steve Jobs saw that, and he knew where the world was going. Clem had that kind of insight in medical informatics. He knew we needed to standardize data. He knew that we needed electronic health records that actually helped clinicians, and he saw the pitfalls and the possible downsides of EHRs and anticipated those and worked around them. He saw the need for health information exchange and the fact that we will need to pull data together from so many places. Clem saw all of that before anyone else did. One of my first research projects with Clem was working on a patient matching system. Brought it to fruition, had written a draft paper for Clem to review for the first AMIA conference. 3 days before the conference, I presented Clem with my work. And he read through it and said, "If you want to present this, you can do it on your own." He said, I won't be able to do it with you, but if you'd like, I can help you turn this into a product that I can get behind. Clem walked me through, me, the new medical informatics fellow, having never written a paper before, walked me through how to write a paper. So I rewrote the paper. The results stayed the same, but how I presented it and how I organized the thoughts changed. That paper won the American Medical Informatics Association Paper of the Year for students. I learned the importance of presenting your work in a way that allows people to understand the significance of the work. He showed me the ropes and helped me to develop those muscles for writing in that way. What gave Clem all of his energy? The answer to that is Oreo cookies and Diet Coke. And there were times when assistants would have to come in the room with a little Oreo packet and a Diet Coke for him. and then the meeting could continue. While it's important to remember him as an outstanding innovator and leader and just a brilliant mind and a force of nature in medical informatics, I hope they remember him as a friend, a colleague, a father, a husband. I hope they remember the most important aspects of being human, and I think Clem cared about making the human condition better because he cared about people. Yes, he created LOINC, he created Health Information Exchange, he advanced the field so much, but he was also a good person.